everyone, this is Cipher, and today we're back in Everquest Project 1999. At the end of the video, you'll get to see a picture of XLTX in one of his death throes whenever he was a corpse. One of the things I like to do is collect pictures of him as a corpse because he never has like a normal corpse, one that's just him like fade death. That kind of corpse graphic is something where he is either in an angle, on a side, falling. Something is happening whenever he's dying, and I don't know what's causing these pictures, but I always like to take a picture of his corpse because they're not very often. They're pretty rare outside of raids, so it's pretty fun to see. So it's a random picture from another zone that we were doing at the time. So here we are in City of Mist, my home away from home. I have been doing tons and tons and tons of reses here. I've probably the other day, whenever I first came here and spent a lot of time, I probably did close to 30 to 40 reses in that day. And I ended up getting a system. I made sure I had DMF or some kind of levitation apparatus on, and would pull corpses up to the top of the arena and heal them, or res them, heal them, buff them, and then send them back on their way. Another thing that we did was we were fighting up to the third floor Reaver, and a guy asked me if I could res them. So we had XL go down and pull the corpse all the way to the third floor. I res them and everything, and luckily I've been I was seeing a mage on the second floor a lot that day, and he would hand me 5 levitation rings at a time. Whenever I res them, I think he handed me almost a full stack of 8 levitation rings. And so what I would do is, once they were ready to go, I click levitate on them, and they would be able to go down back to wherever their group was. It was pretty fun. I'm actually enjoying coming to City of Mist because while I don't charge for reses per se, I do get money for resing, and it sometimes it was something where it was just plat, sometimes it was gems, sometimes it was a lot of gems or plat, and it really is pretty exciting to be a cleric in that zone because lots of people die. I left that zone pretty heavy. It was pretty heavy, and that wasn't only because of that, but we were also doing reavers, we were killing other things, so I had a lot of items that I ended up winning that day while we were there. And one of the things I'm really enjoying about doing the reavers is you have a chance to get an ornate shield, or a runed ornate shield. You also have a chance to get a woodsman staff, an Artemis shield. You have a chance of getting spells, tons of spells, because of the fact that they're, I believe, 60 or so, and just makes for a good time. We were here the other day with another cleric, and we got him some levels, and that's pretty much what we're all about whenever we come here, is just getting experience, and the loot is secondhand. It's more of, let's get the reavers to spawn, and let's get as many of them to die. I remember the other day we got 8 to spawn, and I was the only cleric, and we started whenever I was around 60 or 70% mana. I didn't have any kind of regeneration on me, and I was like, come on, let's end this thing. I'm running out of mana. And right then the mob ended up being the last reaver. One of the things I've had fun in here with is that, like I said, or maybe didn't say at the beginning, this is my first time going into this area, going up into this building, because of the fact that Normally, we pull them down to the moat. Also, normally we don't have rogues, and normally we don't have harmony. So the combination of the rogues, the ranger harmony, and so on was really cool. We ended up getting, I believe, three green reaver, whatever that sword is, the green reaver, or anyways, for epics, for I think the druid and ranger epic. We also got two partisans, which are warrior weapons. We got, I think, several gems. We also got a Artemis shield, a woodsman staff, and no rune shield this day, because we weren't getting names to spawn on the end of the cycle of the reavers at certain points. But at the end, it got absolutely insane because we pulled a reaver to the moat because we were getting out of here and heading down to the moat. Pull the reaver. I think on the first or second death, Lord Rock spawns. And for those of you who don't know about Lord Rock, he has the same AOE, I believe, as Tunar or something like that. Or no, I'm sorry, same AOE as the Queen in Chardok. So it's an 850 damage dot apparently, and it can be removed by mod rods. Clicking the mod rod and it wipes that slot out. And other things, normal ways to neutralize it. So we pondered over if we're even going to take him on. He had an Artemis shield that's a 2 or 3k item. It's nice, but it's not. Is it really worth taking that kind of death? If he procs more than 2 or 3 times, then that's wiping the group probably. And while I want to make sure not everybody dies, I'm going to take care of the tank, because in actuality, if this was just myself and XLTX taking on the fight, we could have duoed it, because of the fact that I can keep him up using Divine Light and Complete Heal, that I can't keep a whole group of people up because I only have so much mana, and it's happening fast. So we decide we're going to put it off. We're going to let it lay for a little bit. We're going to go ahead and pull the last Reaver. We pull the last Reaver, and they pull it like right on top of where Lord Rock is. And we get one or two Reavers, and then Neh'Ashiir spawns, who's an enchanter. She's her own demon that you have to deal with, but she drops the woodsman staff and the rune shield. So we're like, okay, cool. We got the woodsman staff to spawn. We're gonna go ahead and kill her. It's all going to be gravy. We're going to get out of here, and we're not going to die. So we're getting ready. We're getting prepped. I get magic on everyone. Make sure I have abolish poison up, because she puts on some spells that can be cleared by abolish, and we're all good to go. And he roots the pet, because it's the way we always start that fight. We root the pet, and once the pet breaks, I make sure it stays rooted. Well, he roots the pet, and both of them come. Both of them attack him. So they're social mobs. FYI, in the future, if you are ever here doing Reavers, they are social. So what we decided is while I didn't capture the final kills of these two, because I ran out of space, and we probably spent an hour trying to decide how we were going to figure this out. But we ended up pulling both of them into the arena area. Nobody was camping the arena, and we ended up splitting them and took on Neh'Ashiir first. She went down Tolink, ENK, went down on the first pull. So we got him up after we killed her because she hurts, and also wanted to make sure that the ball of poison was down. One thing I didn't do and didn't notice until she was already about to die is that I forgot to take off her buffs. I forgot to use my annul magic on her because of the fact I believe she has a damage shield of some sort. I think she also ruins herself, things like that. So either way, we got her killed. Woodsman's staff was got by X. He made a massive roll. Anyway, got her down. Then we're like, okay, we can leave now. And then we decided, well, we could probably take on Lord Rock. And we did. We decided to go ahead and pull him. And sadly, Tolink goes down again on him because I think he ends up AoEing 4 times during the fight. And on the first time, it was manageable. But then he procced twice in a row at the end. And I think Tolink went down, and Arcrios was like at a sliver of health when he finally died. So either way, we got them both killed, got the shield, got the woodsman staff, and it was all gravy. But I'm telling you guys, if you get a chance to do the Reavers, do it, because it's a task. It's something that can be pretty fun if you're the only cleric, or if you are a rogue or whatever it is, because you'll get good experience out of it. I believe I was around 30% when we left, maybe less, maybe more. And then after this, we went and killed dragons. So, but that doesn't add on. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and definitely check out that picture at the end of the video. If you have any questions, if I didn't mention anything, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure you will. And I hope you have a great day. This is Cipher Deck. Peace out.